Houston. I am so thrilled to be here in the great state of Texas with one of America's greatest, most devoted, and most loyal friends, Prime Minister Modi of India. Thank you. Thank you. And Prime Minister Modi is doing a truly exceptional job for India and for all of the Indian people. It is my immense privilege to be here with him today at this profoundly historic event. We're especially grateful to be joined by over 50,000 incredible members of our nation's thriving, prospering, flourishing, and hardworking Indian American community. Thank you. Just a few months ago, in the largest democratic election in the history of our world, 600 million Indians went to the polls and voted overwhelmingly for Prime Minister and his party. Congratulations, Mr. Prime Minister. That's a lot of people. Earlier this week, I understand you marked another important milestone. I know everyone here joins me in wishing you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday. I want to take a moment to address every resident of Houston affected by the recent horrible flooding. The entire American nation is standing by your side. We're ready. We love you. We support you. We will be there with you every single step of the way. I just left the Coast Guard hangar at Ellington Field, Joint Reserve Base, where I was briefed on the Texas flooding. We're working with your great Governor Greg Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Attorney General Ken Paxton, and Senators John Cornyn and Ted Cruz. Thank you very much. We're working hard together. My administration will not rest until you have fully recovered, restored, and rebuilt. And I know you will come back with the same tremendous spirit that we have shown every single time, every time there's been a problem. It's called Houston Strong. Prime Minister Modi and I have come to Houston to celebrate everything that unites America and India, our shared dreams and bright futures. I've also come to express my profound gratitude to the nearly 4 million amazing Indian Americans all across our country. You enrich our culture. You uphold our values. You uplift our communities, and you are truly proud to be American, and we are proud to have you as Americans. We thank you, we love you, and I want you to know my administration is fighting for you each and every day. I want to recognize U.S. Ambassador to India, Kenneth Juster, and Minister Jaishankar Carr of India. Thank you very much. Thank you both. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're also proudly joined by NASA Deputy Administrator Jim Morehart, Deputy Secretary of Energy Dan Brouillette, Governor Matt Bevin of Kentucky, your State Attorney General Ken Paxton, a couple of very great senators. Kevin, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. We have a lot of senators. We have a lot of Congress people. There's Mr. Brady, Congressman Brady. He gave us a very, very nice tax cut, folks. Thank you, Kevin, very much. Thank you all for being here. Among the leaders here today for this remarkable celebration are many members of the House and Senate. They're all over the audience, including House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, and again, Senators Cornyn, Cruz. In my campaign for president, I promised All of that, if we were elected, India would have a true and great friend in the White House. And I can tell you, you have never had a better friend as president than President Donald Trump. That I can tell you. The Prime Minister knows that. On this day, I'm happy to report that the relationship between the United States and India is stronger than ever before. The ties between our two nations are grounded in our common values and our shared commitment to democracy. We are free nations with great faith and a fierce devotion to our national independence. We are governed by the rule of law, guided by commitment to justice, and strengthened by our love of liberty. Our two national constitutions both begin with the same three beautiful words: we the people. That means that in America and India alike, we honor, respect, trust, empower, and fight for the citizens we proudly serve. Under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, the world is witnessing a strong, sovereign, and thriving Republic of India. In a single decade, with the help of Prime Minister Modi's pro-growth reforms, India has lifted nearly 300 million people out of poverty. And that is an incredible number. Incredible. That's incredible. In the next decade, 140 million Indian households will rise to the middle class. In both India and the United States, we're seeing something really remarkable. Our people are prospering like never before because we are slashing bureaucracy and cutting job-killing red tape. In the United States, thanks to our massive tax cuts and all of our great senators and congressmen and women that are here today, and pro-worker policies, our economy is breaking one record after another. Since my election, we have created over 6 million new jobs. We have created over 750,000 jobs right here in Texas. And very importantly, that includes 70,000 new Texas manufacturing jobs. They said that couldn't be done. Unemployment, think of this, unemployment in Texas is currently at the lowest rate ever recorded in the history of our country. And unemployment in the United States has just reached the lowest level in over 51 years, and very soon we think that will be broken to be a historic number. Unemployment among African Americans, Asian Americans, and Hispanic Americans have all reached their lowest levels in the history of our country. Over the last 2 years, the unemployment rate among Indian Americans dropped by nearly 33 1/3%. Wages are rising, incomes are soaring, and inequality is falling at the fastest rate in many, many years. In the past 12 months alone, the average worker has taken home $1,000 extra in rising wages, and over $3,000 with tax cuts and all of the other things that we've done. And for the first time in history, most new hires of prime working age are minorities and women. First time that's ever happened. Through our pledge to America's workers, we have secured commitments for nearly 14 million employment and training opportunities for American workers done through our great American companies. We passed the biggest tax cuts and the biggest tax reforms in the history of our country. We slashed a record number of job-killing regulations, giving the average American household more than $3,000 every year. And never in the history of our country, no matter how long the presidency, have regulations been cut to this extent. Every day, the Indian American community is helping to strengthen our country and build our future. Indian Americans are pioneering groundbreaking medicines to save countless lives. They're developing revolutionary technology that is changing the world, and they're founding new businesses that provide jobs to thousands of our fellow citizens. Prime Minister Modi, I look forward to working with you to make our nations even more prosperous than ever before. And that's what's happening. The economic miracles taking place today are just beginning. Here in the United States, there has never been a better time to hire, invest, grow, and pursue your dreams. Indian companies employ tens of thousands of Americans across a range of industries, including American steel. In 2018, India's JSW Steel announced that it would invest up to $500 million to revitalize a shuttered steel plant in the great state of Ohio. And we welcome India's growing investments right here in the Lone Star State. Nations around the world are investing in the United States because they know we have the best economy and the best workers in the world. They have never invested in our country like they are today, and we want to thank everybody. And India has never invested in the United States like it is doing today. And I want to say it's reciprocal because we're doing the same thing in India. On Tuesday, two Japanese companies, Toyota and Acer, announced a combined investment of almost $800 million, which will create over 900 new jobs right here in Texas. At the same time, we are working to expand American exports to India, one of the world's fastest growing markets. We are committed to ensuring the Indian people have access to the finest goods in the world, products stamped with the beautiful phrase, "Made in the USA." And very soon, India will have access to another world-class American product, NBA basketball. Wow. Sounds good. That sounds good. Next week, thousands of people will gather in Mumbai to watch the first ever NBA basketball game in India. Am I invited, Mr. Prime Minister? I may come. Be careful, I may come. When it comes to expanding our commercial relationship, no issue is more important than energy security. For the first time ever, the United States is the #1 producer of both oil and natural gas on planet Earth, and #1 by far, with much of it coming right here from the great state of Texas. That means more jobs, higher wages, and lower prices at the pump. Yesterday, we were thrilled to hear about the Indian company, Petronet's pledge to purchase up to 5 million tons of LNG per year from the United States which could lead to billions of dollars of LNG exports to India in the coming years. And we have plenty of it. Over the last year, crude exports to India have grown by 400%, and liquefied natural gas exports continue to soar at record numbers. Thank you. These tremendous exports not only expand employment in America, but they increase freedom and security for India. To keep our nation safe, the United States and India are forging an even stronger security partnership. U.S. defense sales to India have also reached $18 billion over the past decade. We make the greatest defense mechanisms and equipment anywhere in the world, and India knows that well. We're looking forward to concluding several new defense deals very soon. There are a lot of them in the works. Here in America, we're creating the United States Space Force, and we're working closely with India to enhance space cooperation. In November, the United States and India will demonstrate a dramatic progress of our defense relationship, holding the first ever tri-service military exercise between our nations. It's called Tiger Triumph. Good name. It's a good name. Very good name. Today we honor all of the brave American and Indian military service members who work together to safeguard our freedom. We stand proudly in defense of liberty, and we are committed to protecting innocent civilians from the threat of radical Islamic terrorism.
खास करके रैडिकल इस्लामिक जो आतंकवादी है उनसे बचाव करने के लिए हम तैयार हैं।
Since taking office, my administration has launched a far-reaching effort to improve screening and vetting of applications for entry. We are working hard to ensure that those who
भारत और अमेरिका दोनों ही ये भी समझते हैं कि हमारे समुदाय को सुरक्षित रखने के लिए हमें सुरक्षा करनी पड़ेगी अपने बॉर्डर्स की, अपनी सीमाओं की।
And will soon be setting records in every one of the aspects of border security.
जब से मैंने ये पद ग्रहण किया है, मेरी शासन ने एक फार रीचिंग एफर्ट को लॉन्च किया है जिसमें कि हम एप्लीकेशंस को स्क्रीन करते हैं और हम ये देख रहे हैं कि जो खतरे हैं हमारे सुरक्षा के लिए उनको हम अपने देश में आने नहीं देंगे, और इसलिए हम बहुत सारे प्रयासों को और मजबूत कर रहे हैं जो कि आज तक हमने कभी नहीं किया है। हम रोज़ इस काम को जारी कर रहे हैं और बहुत जल्दी हम बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी के हर एक ही क्षेत्र में काम करेंगे। हम सोचते हैं कि सीमा सुरक्षा बहुत ज़रूरी है भारत के, अमेरिका के लिए और भारत के लिए भी, और ये बात हम बहुत अच्छे से समझते हैं।
Illegal immigration is deeply unfair to millions of wonderful legal immigrants who work hard, pay their taxes, follow our rules,
कार्य कर रहे हैं हमारे दक्षिण सीमाओं को सुरक्षित करने के लिए और अवैध प्रवास को रोकने के लिए। और मैं मेक्सिको के राष्ट्रपति का धन्यवाद अदा करना चाहूँगा कि आज के दिन में 27,000 सैनिक हैं हमारे दक्षिण सीमा पर, और बहुत ही अद्भुत है जितना ऐसा काम हुआ है उसमें। अवैध प्रवास बहुत ही अनफेयर है जो ऐसे लोगों के लिए जो अपने कर अदा करते हैं और हमारे नियमों के आधार पर चलते हैं। लेकिन वॉशिंगटन में कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि आपके हेल्थ केयर को पूरा उठा लेंगे, जिसमें कि वो फ्री बेनिफिट देना चाहते हैं ऐसे लोगों को जो हमारे देश में अवैध तरीके से आए हैं। हम बिल्कुल भी इसे स्वीकार नहीं कर सकते, हमें बिल्कुल भी स्वीकार नहीं है ये, क्योंकि अगर हम ऐसा ना करेंगे तो वो नहीं आएंगे। अगर हम उन्हें लाभ नहीं देंगे तो वो नहीं आएंगे। इसलिए मैं बिल्कुल भी राजनीति को आपके हेल्थ केयर को चुराने का मौका नहीं देना चाहता हूँ और उसको चुरा करके अवैध प्रवासियों को नहीं देना चाहता हूँ। मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो सबसे ज़्यादा लॉयल्टी है वो हमें अमेरिका के लोगों के हित में काम करना चाहिए, चाहे वो जैसे अमेरिकन, चाहे वो अफ्रीकी अमेरिकन हो, चाहे वो स्पेनिश अमेरिकन हो, चाहे वो भारतीय अमेरिकन हो। सबसे पहले हम अपने नागरिकों के हित में काम करेंगे और हम अपने भारतीय अमेरिकी नागरिकों को पहले देखेंगे, जिससे पहले कि हम अवैध इमिग्रेंट्स को देखें। हम चाहते हैं कि हम ऐसे राष्ट्र का निर्माण करें जिसमें जो अमेरिका में पैदा हुआ बच्चा है उसको अच्छे स्कूल में शिक्षा मिले, उसको अच्छे रोजगार मिले और उसको अच्छा अवसर मिले कि वो उसको भी अमेरिकन ड्रीम हासिल हो सके। हमें अमेरिकन ड्रीम बहुत पसंद है और मैं बस अंत में ये कहना चाहूँगा कि अमेरिका हमेशा ही एक ऐसा राष्ट्र रहा है जिसमें कि पेट्रियट्स रहे हैं और पायनियर्स रहे हैं और फ्री थिंकर्स रहे हैं और बहुत ही मेहनती रोजगार करने वाले लोग रहे, जिन्होंने अपने व्यवसाय को समझा और अपने बच्चों को ये सिखाया है कि वो अपना सबसे अच्छा काम करके दिखाएं। रोज भारतीय अमेरिकी लोग इसी अमेरिका की महानता की कहानी लिख सकते हैं और मुझे लगता है आज यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं उन सभी का बहुत एक महत्वपूर्ण काम है एक भारत और अमेरिका के बहुत ही उज्जवल भविष्य के प्रति काम करने के लिए और इस विजन को पाने के लिए हम अपने जो संबंध हैं भारत के साथ में हम उसको और मजबूत कर रहे हैं और हम ये जता रहे हैं कि लोकतंत्र की शक्ति क्या होती है और जो स्वतंत्र लोग होते हैं उनके संभावनाएं क्या होती हैं, उनके सामर्थ्य क्या होते हैं और साथ मिलकर के हम अपने संबंधों को और गहन करते रहेंगे। हम आदर करेंगे डिग्निटी का और हमारे नागरिकों का और हम बहुत ही अद्भुत समृद्धि को अपने लोगों के लिए प्राप्त करेंगे, अपने बच्चों के लिए और पूरे विश्व के लिए। हम नए बीमारियों के हल ढूंढना चाहते हैं ताकि बहुत लोगों की जानें बच सके। हम बहुत आधुनिक तकनीक लेके आएंगे ताकि बहुत सारे लोग, कई करोड़ लोग गरीबी से उठ सकें। हम अंतरिक्ष में भी काम करेंगे ताकि मानव की जो ऊंचाइयां हैं हम नई ऊंचाई पा सके। हम अपने सारी मूल्य को आदर देंगे ताकि हम अपनी स्वतंत्रता को सुरक्षित कर सकें और अपने आगे हमारी जो डेस्टिनी है इसको हम खुद नियंत्रण में ला सकें। हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे लोगों को और शक्तिशाली बनाया जाए, हमारे जो समृद्धि हो और हमारा जो भविष्य है वो और उज्जवल हो। और मैं अंत में एक बार फिर सबका धन्यवाद अदा करना चाहूँगा, खास करके विशेष रूप से एक ऐसे महान आदमी और ऐसे महान नेता को धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा जो कि भारत के प्रधानमंत्री हैं और मेरे मित्र श्री नरेंद्र मोदी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
And his wisdom is indeed great.
भगवान
Thank you all
आप
very much. It's
सबका
been a
भला
great honor to be
करे।
with you.
भारत
Thank
का
you.
भी,
Thank
अमेरिका
you.
का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और अब मैं मंच पर इस असाधारण सभा के समक्ष
Your attention, please. Those of you that need translation of Prime Minister Modi's speech, please prepare your translation at this time. Channel 1 for Hindi to English.
साझा करेंगे। अपनी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सबके लिए।